Hello, and welcome back to the Delta Beat. I'm your host, Madison Godey. This past week, Frankenmuth, Michigan wrapped up its 29th annual Zehnder Snowfest, a winter festival filled with activities and a host to the national ice carving competition for both college and high school levels. In news, Trump supporters rallied at the grand opening of the Trump Republican headquarters in Saginaw, Michigan. The Delta Collegiate was able to get exclusive interviews with representatives of both Students for Trump as well as Black Voices for Trump.
Sure, so that's another thing. So President Trump isn't just about higher education, because higher education, our generation and generations before us, specifically millennials, were taught from a young age that you need to go to college to be successful. And that's 100% wrong. And President Trump is coming into office, he went into office explaining to people and showing to people that you don't necessarily need a college education to be successful. And that's one of the important thing that President Trump is focusing on. It's okay to be a millwright, it's okay to be a plumber, it's okay to pursue the trades. And, education just isn't for everybody. And by doing that, by not forcing people or pushing people to go into education, you're also going to be reducing prices.
I think it's farcical. I think it's very farcical when you consider the fact that we had a significant increase in support for Donald Trump with the black community. He wasn't racist in the 1990s when Jesse Jackson called him the best thing for black people. He wasn't racist when the Rainbow Push Coalition under Jesse Jackson and others, when he brought that to Wall Street. He was not a racist for liberals until he ran for president. And so he was a champion. Every rapper wanted to be Donald Trump. Every person wanted to be Donald Trump. Even Barack Obama at the time quoted that everybody wants to grow up and be Donald Trump. But he wasn't a racist. Nobody wants to grow up to be a racist. He's a businessman. He's an effective businessman. He is a promoter of people, and he is an effective president. And so as far as what the polls say, I'm a living witness, and others like me who look like me can attest that it's farcical.
If you'd like to see more on this, including additional interviews from the rally, you can read the full article on page 2 in our third print issue. Next up in sports, Bill Bedore has an exclusive interview with the Pioneers point guard, Goliath Mitchell.
And what do you feel is your strongest part as a player?
My strongest part as a player is a playmaker with the ball in my hands. I need to work on my defense more, but yeah, I feel like with the ball in my hands, that's my strongest part of my game.
And what are your expectations for the rest of the season?
My expectations is high. I expect this team right here we got to win the Nationals and the state, and I expect our team, we work hard. This is a tough loss we just had, But I think we can just, next we're going to just take a break from it, come back, look stronger and better. And then for my personal expectations, I got Player of the Year, and First Team, and All-American.
For more on Delta College sports, see our coverage in print or online at deltacollegiate.org. I'm Madison Godey, and you've been watching The Delta Beat.